Hi, my name's Alison Emery from Move with Awareness, and today I'm going to show you a seated movement, a seated somatic movement called the flower. This is something again that we often do lying on the floor, and I'm going to show you how you can transfer it into a seated position. Now this movement is really good to help ease and relieve neck and shoulder pain. So if you're spending a lot of time sat in front of a computer, this is a movement for you. It's also something that won't take long to do and you can easily fit into part of your day. So I'd recommend that before you do this video that you look at my other video on arch and flatten, because the flower just adds to the arch and flatten movement, but I will give you a brief recap. So first of all, I want you to find a chair that's about a dining room chair kind of height. So it can be a dining room chair or it could be an office chair that you sit at the computer in regularly. Make sure that your feet are flat on the floor and place your legs so that they're at a 90-degree angle, so that your lower leg is at a 90-degree angle to your thigh. And then let your arms just hang down by your side. And this is going to be important because we're going to be using our arms as part of the movement. So first of all, let's just recap over the arch and flatten. I want you to make sure that you're sat on top of your sit bones so that you're not slumping back or you're not leaning forward. So just make sure that you're sat on top of your sit bones and just roll your pelvis forward, look up to the ceiling, stick your chest up, breathe into your belly, sense that arch forming in your lower back, and then come back to that neutral position perched on top of your sit bones. So now let's go the other way. Roll your pelvis back so that you're sinking in the center. Tip your chin to your chest, bring your rib cage down. Now you're flattening your back. And then slowly release from the center as you come back on top of your sit bones and bring your head back up. So let's just do that one more time, but this time let's do it with a breath. So inhale and arch, inhale and roll your pelvis forward. Your bottom will stick out. Your head goes back. Bring your shoulder blades back even. See if you can sense that tension now in the back of the body. And then slowly bring your shoulders back, bring your head back, and find your way back on top of your sit bones. And then let's just go the other way. We're going to do this movement on the exhale. Take a breath in to prepare. And as you exhale, sink your belly, sink your center, draw your rib cage down. Bring your chin to your chest. Now you've rolled off your sit bones, you're sat more into the chair, and then slowly release as you inhale. Release from the center so that you can open up the center of the body. Find your way back on top of your sit bones. So now let's add some arm movements. We're going to start with the sinking first, the flattening first. So I want you to take a breath in to prepare, and as you exhale, sink your belly, roll your pelvis off your sit bones and bring your chin to your chest. And then as you do so, roll your arms all the way in towards the body. Notice how your shoulder blades slide away from the spine and how your shoulders, the front of your shoulders, point more forward. It helps to increase that tension in the front of the body, and then inhale to slowly release from that. So let's do that again. Now take as many breaths as you need to do this. Go into your sink on the exhale, but then when you're in that sunken, rolled in flower position, just pause there and take as many breaths as you need to come out of it. So when you're ready, take a breath in to prepare, and then as you exhale, roll off your sit bones, bring your rib cage down, roll your arms in towards the body till the back of your hands face your legs. Bring your chin to your chest. Now just pause there for a moment. Sense that tightening in the front of the body, and then slowly inhale. Take as many breaths as you need to release in the center and to roll your arms back out and bring your head back up. Now there is one final part to this movement. I want you to do what you've just done, and then we're going to squeeze our knees together as well. And then you'll get that full tightening on the whole of the front of the body. So take a breath in to prepare, and then as you exhale, roll your pelvis back, roll your arms in towards the body, bring your rib cage down, your chin to your chest, and squeeze your knees together. Now just pause there, but keep on breathing. Sense that tension, that tightening in the center of the body. You're triggering the red light reflex now. This is what gets tight when you spend a lot of time in front of a screen. And now slowly release. Start releasing from the belly button and release it outwards. Start to soften your knees, roll your arms back out, and then bring your head back up and find your way perched on top of your sit bones. So that's the closing of the flower. Let's look at the opening of the flower. So let's inhale and arch, rolling your pelvis forward, your belly coming out. You're going to look up to the ceiling. And as you look up to the ceiling, I want you to roll your arms away from the body. Roll them away. Notice how, as you do that, how your shoulder blades come closer together, closer to the spine, and how it increases that tension in the back. And then as you exhale, slowly bring your arms back, and bring your pelvis back to neutral and your head. So this time, let's add the legs. And what we're going to do is we're just going to let our legs flop open. So inhale and arch, roll your pelvis forward, roll your arms away from the body, look up to the ceiling and just let your knees flop out. Now the front of the body is lengthening. Now the back of the body is being triggered, is tightening. This is the green light reflex. And then on your next exhale, slowly release that tension, release that effort in the back of the body. Bring your knees back together, bring your arms back to that neutral position, and find yourself perched on top of your sit bones. Now you can do as many repetitions of these as you like, but I'd recommend that you do about 3 of each. That's ample sufficiency. And then when you've finished, just notice how you feel, if there's any changes in your body that you feel that are different to how you felt at the start.